do have to admit, I'm impressed that you made it back alive from Black Mesa.
No, this is actually called Hunt Down the Freeman, as you can see there. And this isn't the Half-Life 3 we've been waiting for. No, this wasn't developed by Valve, but it was obviously greenlit by them, because they don't care about their quality control. No, this was developed by Royal Rudius Entertainment, and is the brainchild of a guy called Birkin, who apparently wanted to make a Half-Life movie, a machinima movie, but decided to turn the game into a mod instead. There have been many negative reviews for this on Steam. It is not a free mod. It is about £20 as of speaking, hasn't been out long, and people have accused it of having asset flips taken from source mods, other mods created in the source engine. I mean, check out this character here. He looks like a Metal Gear Solid reject character. And the music doesn't feel very Half-Life, does it? I mean, the fact that the guy wanted to make a movie, we'll probably see while I'm playing how the genesis of that is pretty much still here. Because the game begins with this feels like a 4-hour cutscene. But anyway, let's go. Let's load the game. So the loading times are actually insane on this. The download file size was also ridiculous. It was about 25 gig, I think. I don't know if some of that was maybe the source engine pack or whatever, but it might have something to do with the fact that this has only been out a few days and already there was a patch that included in its notes things like missing levels, missing ending, and downloadable cutscenes. Because, oh boy, this is about the cutscenes for sure. Anyway, I'll skip the rest of this.
Get down! You all right?
I'm fine, thanks.
An HECU? What are Special Forces doing here?
I was about to ask the same question. National Guards?
Anyways, are you alone? Is there anyone else with you?
Negative. It's just me. What the hell is going on out there?
There is no easy way to put it, but as far as we know, we're under an alien invasion. Those things are targeting mainly military bases. It's been just 2 hours. First one big portal appeared, then 10, then 100. The best thing is to get the hell away from them.
What about the army?
There's no more army. No more military. We're the only ones left. Listen to me. We are gathering on the metro station on Brandon Street. If you can make it there, find Colonel Q. Tell him Nick sent you. Take this radio and map with the station marked on it. Use it. Good luck to you.
Mitchell.
Godspeed, Mitchell. Hey, Mitchell. Welcome to Albuquerque.
Okay, I thought I'd let you watch that whole excruciating cutscene, so you can kind of see what I mean already. The guy clearly wanted to make himself a movie. And here we are, and you'll notice the frame rate is appalling. Even though this is a Source Engine game, the frame rate is all over the place. And for some reason I can't run again. This happened earlier. Perhaps I'm injured. The game doesn't explain itself. Now, I wouldn't be able to tell you if this is an asset from a different mod, because I haven't played many Half-Life mods. And I've never played one that costs £20 like it's a full release. So it's pretty bad if they've taken these assets from other people. I also can't really tell you about a story, because the cutscenes and the writing are pretty terrible, and as you notice, the voice acting is not good either. Your main character, Metal Gear Reject, Solid, Freeman, whatever we want to call him, I don't know his name. His voice acting is alright. It doesn't really fit with the Half-Life universe though, the writing especially, and the cutscenes. Remember Half-Life 1? Remember all those times the game stopped you for a cutscene? Do you remember that? No, I don't remember that. What about Half-Life 2? Do you remember all the times the game stopped you for a cutscene? I don't remember that. Do you remember that? Let's try and get through this door. We can't. So yeah, cutscenes, not a thing, really, in Half-Life. Half-Life sort of trend-setted, in fact. Scripted events in-game. Everything was in-game. If things were happening, they would be happening while you were moving around. Like this. But same with dialogue as well. Same with little scripted events where scientists get dragged into vents by monsters. It was all in-game. There was very few moments when you were put into a cutscene. So this doesn't get Half-Life at all in that regard. Sticking cutscenes, lengthy cutscenes, and the level design is incredibly linear, I've noticed so far. It's mainly just been running to the end. They don't give you a melee weapon. I had a bit of shooting earlier, and they've just decided I can't run now. They're not letting me run. That looks like somewhere I can prone. But then there's a knife down here, so let's get the knife first. It's finally given me a melee weapon. Now, you might not have been able to hear what he said, because the background sound effects are quite loud. The sound is all over the place in terms of volume. Sometimes the voices are loud, sometimes they're quiet, sometimes they sound like they've been recorded on the world's cheapest microphone. Other times they sound pretty good, and that looks like I can prone through it, doesn't it? But I can't. That was just so I could see some soldiers fighting. Can I open the door? No, most doors you can't open. Let's try crouch jumping. That doesn't work either. Can't stab it. Apparently there's no glass there. I'm just confused where my sprint button is gone. Okay, let's just prone through here. Unbelievable. We can't prone through there either. What the hell is going on? Let's have some medicine. I don't know where I got that from. Oh my god. So I can't prone through there. Can I crouch through there? No. But I've got my knife, you know, so that's good to know. Maybe it's just that the frame rate's terrible at the moment. Will this be the one that I can prone out of? Let us pray that it is. Nope, just more things for me to watch. Okay. Yeah, so there's no subtitles for background audio, which would be helpful, because like I said, it's all over the place in terms of volume. And this is what's happened to me so far in the brief time I played this game. I have got stuck because the controls don't work very well. You get stuck on scenery, you've no idea which door you can open, how you can access things. So maybe we go through there. Maybe we're actually doing a physics puzzle. Or at least a very simple put a box down and jump on it puzzle. Which is more reminiscent of Half-Life. Now, do we have to do a crouchy jump? Oh, okay, the box is moving. So, this is another example of how it's not like Half-Life. This looks like it should be the way I'm going, doesn't it? But it's not. It's now not letting me. It's not letting me go through here. I don't know if the box maybe isn't in the right place. Begs the question though, doesn't it? Why put it there if you cannot go through it? Why is this in the game? This is awful level design. Don't put an area that you should be able to go through in your game if you can't go through it. And these wooden walls, they're making a metallic noise. Because why not? So I'm guessing I can't go that way. Unless I did it wrong. Maybe I screwed up. Because you do get stuck on things. I mean, maybe I'm meant to be going back. Now I've got the knife. These are all waking up. Stands to reason that maybe this is the way I'm meant to be going. Can't jump through there, because of course you can't. God, I wish the run came back. Let's go check the options menu, actually, to see if... I apologise for the slow pace. Maybe it's just because so much awesome stuff is going on. It's just slowed my frame rate down. We've got a new enemy type over here, though. Don't recognise them from Half-Life. Like I say, this is a unique story. This isn't officially Half-Life universe. This is not related to Valve. And I couldn't tell you when it's set. Oh my god, as you can see, the sound again, it's gone really loud now. I can barely hear. Because we've just got this... some kind of fight going on here. Between, what are they, Marines? Home Guard, I think he said. And finally I've got a gun. Shall I go help them out? Now, the crosshair was turned off by default. I don't know why. It was also default set to easy. The graphics options were medium for me, and because it was running so badly, every time I turned like this to begin with, in fact it seems to do that every time you load a level, I turn the graphics back down to the default, the recommended, even though it looks like shit. I've no idea where I'm meant to be going. There's no guide to anything. The cutscenes don't tell you where to go. They don't really give you much insight onto the story as well, like I said, because I don't really know who I am. I know I was knocked out by a guy in a HEV suit, possibly Gordon Freeman. I mean, it's called Hunt Down the Freeman. The G-Man, or should I say, someone they got to do the voice of the G-Man, who does a terrible job of it, told me I wasn't allowed to kill Gordon Freeman, but he'd give me loads of money if I didn't, or some shit. And yeah, they're not doing much damage, these guys. But the frame rate, they're doing damage to the frame rate, oh my god. At least I'm not losing much health. Now I don't think I'm meant to go that way, because there's too many enemies. Let's try going this way, if we can. Yeah, we can. I'm being shot. Am I being shot by these guys? No, I'm being shot by whatever the... I can't fire now. Can't fire. Frame rate is going all over the place. But hey, look, lots of health and ammo. Maybe I am just meant to help them. No, of course you can't go through there, because this is the most linear game in existence. Right, let's try going this way. Be nice to have a map or something that said go this way. Oh my god, the AI just rushes at you. What are these things? If this is meant to be tied to the Half-Life universe, you'd think these might be at least recognisable. It can't be that way, can it? Right, we won't go that way. I really apologise that I'm not running, but like I said, it's still not letting me. No sprint. I just don't want to go this way because of the frame rate. This eternal battle that just will not end. Because there will only be one path. Why are all these guns just on the floor? Oh my god, God help me. Right, let's try going that way. Try and get to the next brilliant cutscene. May I remind you, this cost £20. Valve signed off on it. Valve said, yeah, sure. Call your game Freeman, we don't care. We don't care about the integrity of our game series. That it is now tied to something like this, as a full release, as a proper game. £20. 20 sodding pound. I would have thought it was protected somehow from selling copies. But there must be some measure. I know I will say there's basically no quality control. But that... Oh, hello. Bit of freezing there. Freezing when we got away from the action. Yeah, the shooting's not very accurate either. It's got to be this way, hasn't it? Right, good. Still can't run. No, I thought maybe if I got another weapon out, I'd be able to run a bit faster, but no. It just currently wants me to walk, doesn't it? And I also do a sort of lean. Well, it's not that way, is it? Because Mr. Gordon can't climb over. No, I'm not Gordon. I'm Reject Snake. Can I walk up here? There we... What the fuck? Well, that's the way I had to go, clearly. Fuck. So this is a walking sim, guys. This is what this is. Okay, that loading screen took ages, and now the node graph is out of date, guys. Maybe that's coming in a patch. Oh, no, we've rebuilt the node graph. Still can't run. It's a quick update. Oh, and it's doing the slight stuttering when you turn again. It always seems to do that just when it's loaded a level. A gorgeous level. Oh, there we go. There we go again. So, my gun's not firing now. Nope, nope, this gun's also not firing. Maybe the node graph lets you fire guns. Nope, I can fire when I aim down sights, okay. Still can't run. Yeah, it's just not letting me shoot from the hip. Also, the bad guys aren't dying now. But let's just walk. This is a walking sim after all. A walking sim that doesn't tell a story during its levels. But you still just have to walk. Walk to the next bit of story. Sorry, who are you? Are they talking to me? Yeah, it's me. I will be watching. So I've no idea why they didn't greet me or anything. We've got one of the error signs again. Here's a 2. Look at them. I don't know if these are part of the game or because the game is broken. Oh. Wow, just like Half-Life. So your combat is probably best avoided in this. Kind of like a Resident Evil walking sim. And it is a walking sim because I can't run. Right, when I press the crouch, it kind of gives me a bit of a boost. So let's keep doing that. Can I fall down here? So you go an incredibly linear path. No one directs you. Like, no one told me to go down that alley. What would have happened in a normal game is maybe one of the army officers would have said, you gotta go this way and do this, or whatever. You know, there would have been someone with you, maybe. Like an Alex, or a Barney. But no, we're into Slowdown City again now, because there's enemies all over the place. Wish I had some grenades, but I don't. Shall I just try walking through them? Because they don't appear to be dying anymore. And the combat is god-awful. Can't run away from that grenade. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. Okay. No, this isn't gonna work, is it? Oh, he died. Okay. So the combat's god-awful. The AI is retarded. Like, I mean, what is this guy doing? Who's he shooting at? But I think they're going to kill me just through sheer force of numbers. Unless I can get to this health. Oh, what? It's not letting me pick it up. Okay, I had to press enter on it for some reason. Well, that wasn't fair, was it, ladies and gents? Let's eat some of these. Maybe they'll... Oh, good. That gives me health. Excellent. So another boring linear area we've just been through. Those people on the radio. I don't know if they were speaking to me. They didn't help me at all. They didn't say where I should go. I couldn't really hear them. Can't pick up this gun. Is that the gun I've got? Maybe. Can't pick up the ammo either. There's just bodies everywhere, and the AI are now doing nothing. Maybe they are shooting at me. Oh, they're shooting at some snipers? There's one guy up there. Well, I guess that's where I have to go. Oh, no. Oh, I'm just preparing for another massive loading screen. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, finally loaded. I had no idea why that clock came up. Maybe it was meant to show a cutscene and it just didn't play. Still can't run. This is getting ridiculous. It's just not allowing me to run. I don't want to play much more because I don't want to run over the 2 hours because there's no way in hell I'm keeping this. I've no idea what's going on. I don't even know if it's meant to be connected to Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2. Probably 1, because the architecture outside wasn't very City 17-like, was it? In fact, it was awful. Now, you could argue that Half-Life 1 and 2 were very linear, but they used that linearity in a decent way to tell a well-scripted, tight story with nice scripted events. Can I go in there? No. They didn't just build these massive empty maps that you can't walk around and stuff a bunch of enemies in. I mean, look at this. I can't go through this open door. This is ridiculous. I can't fire my gun again either. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I can only fire this one. I can't fire this shotgun. Why give me it then, you stupid game? Let's try going in this lift. So yeah, Half-Life had good level design. Here we go. No, can't use the shotgun. Good level design, creative levels. You know, you can recognise bits from Half-Life 2. You go, that's Ravenholm. That's, oh, here, we're surrounded. We can't get out. And you'd have puzzles to solve throughout the level. You'd have to use your intelligence. There'd be different environments, interesting environments. The level design was tight. The storytelling was tight. It was unique. It was a pioneer in terms of scripted storytelling. But this is god-awful. And the fact that Valve have just said, yeah, put our names to this. Put our names to this garbage. Garbage where you can't even load your goddamn gun. We'll let this go on Steam. Never mind that it drags the name Half-Life through the muck. A series that they clearly no longer care about. Time to lose again anyway. Because I can't fire from the hip. I can only fire down sights. Absolute trash. That shotgun would be handy, wouldn't it? Can't use it though. Can't run away. Get to a better position. Because the run is fucked. Remember in Half-Life or Half-Life 2 how they just throw a bunch of enemies at you in a big arena type area? Remember that bit in Half-Life where they did that all the time? Just hundreds of enemies, so you got surrounded and you couldn't do anything. Remember that bit. Remember that, because the level designers were that creative that they thought that would make for a good game. Just like these designers. And if this isn't their map, that's even lazier, isn't it? Basically taking someone else's source mod map and then just putting a bunch of enemies in it, adding a little bit of story between levels. We haven't even had any of that for a while now. I mean, why is this going on? What the hell is going on? Is this the zombie apocalypse? Oh. So you'd think, oh, I guess that's why I can't go through those doors. Because they're spawning points, are they? Yeah. Yeah, see? Spawning points for the goddamn enemies. Oh, I'm going to be out of this pistol ammo soon. And then what do? I could be trying all these doors, but none of them are going to work. There you go. Yeah, just for show. Now, Half-Life could be excused or blamed for having that similar issue. Most of the doors not working. But it was always fairly clear where you were meant to go in Half-Life. And the game actually worked. This game doesn't work. This game is awful. I'm gonna die soon. And I'm glad, because then I can stop playing this and never play it again. Because you're damn right I'm refunding £20. £20 for this. Are you fucking kidding me? You should be ashamed, Gabe. This is the legacy of your game. This. Hunt down the Freeman. Do you not care? One of them's on the wall there. And now they're frozen. I had to load the game manually, by the way. I got bored of waiting because it doesn't automatically load. It doesn't load when you click. And they're all coming up to join me. Look at this. Look at this. Be ashamed. This is maybe the first full-priced Half-Life title since Half-Life Episode 2. I could be wrong there. But people are going to remember this. They're going to remember this. This is the latest Half-Life game. Now, I know Valve didn't develop it, but they let it happen. And it's goddamn embarrassing. Look at this shit. It doesn't get Half-Life in terms of the gameplay, the story. It doesn't know even how to do the narrative. The level design's terrible. The AI is stupid. It's buggy and broken. And it shouldn't be on Steam. God damn it. I'll see you next time.